The Rolling Stones are often considered one of the greatest and most influential rock bands in history, and much of their success can be traced back to their deep roots in the blues. From their earliest recordings to their most recent releases, the Stones have consistently drawn from the sounds of blues legends, reinterpreting and modernizing the genre in ways that have kept it relevant and alive for generations. Their passion for the blues, especially the early forms of electric blues that emerged from the Mississippi Delta, helped shape their sound and guided their evolution as a band. The connection between the Rolling Stones and the blues started almost immediately after the band's formation in 1962. The Stones were greatly influenced by the music of Black American blues artists like Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, and B.B. King, whose raw and emotive performances spoke to the pain, struggle, and resilience of everyday life. The Stones, in particular, were drawn to the earthy, powerful sound of electric blues, which was both simple and complex, often built around a steady, driving rhythm and a blend of melodic guitar licks and soulful vocals. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, the band's iconic frontman and guitarist respectively, were both avid fans of blues music from a young age. They spent hours listening to records by blues greats and began to hone their own interpretations of the genre. In interviews, Jagger and Richards have often credited Muddy Waters as one of their primary influences. They were particularly inspired by Waters' song "Rollin' Stone," which not only gave the band its name, but also served as a musical blueprint for their own style. This homage to the bluesmen, coupled with their growing love for the music, would set the stage for what would become the Rolling Stones' iconic sound. From the very beginning, the Rolling Stones infused their music with the spirit of the blues, beginning with their early singles. Songs like "I Wanna Be Your Man" and "As Tears Go By" were heavily influenced by the raw, emotional storytelling of the blues, with lyrics that expressed longing, heartache, and desire. But it was their covers of classic blues songs that truly showcased the band's reverence for the genre. Tracks like "Little Red Rooster," "I Just Want to Make Love to You," and "Hoochie Coochie Man" not only honored the great bluesmen who came before them, but also demonstrated the Rolling Stones' ability to take these songs and make them their own. By doing so, they introduced a new generation of rock listeners to the raw, emotive power of the blues, bridging the gap between two seemingly disparate worlds, blues and rock. As the band grew, so too did their ability to interpret and expand upon the blues form. Their breakthrough album, Out of Our Heads, 1965, marked a key turning point in their sound, blending blues influences with the emerging sounds of British rock. The album included the band's first major hit, Satisfaction, but it was the blues-based tracks like Heart of Stone and Play with Fire that highlighted the band's deep connection to the genre. The Rolling Stones' mastery of the blues would only grow more apparent in their later albums, including Aftermath, 1966, and Beggar's Banquet, 1968, where they continued to experiment with blues-based structures, expanding the genre's boundaries with their own brand of rock and roll. One of the key elements of the Rolling Stones' success in keeping the blues alive was their ability to make the music feel fresh, modern, and relevant to the times. While they were always faithful to the spirit of the blues, they never merely imitated the sounds of their predecessors. The Stones took the foundation of blues and pushed it forward, blending it with rock, rhythm and blues, and even country, creating a sound that was unique to them. This fusion was evident on songs like Sympathy for the Devil, This Gimme Shelter, and You Can't Always Get What You Want, where the blues served as the underpinning but was colored by the broader social, cultural, and political climate of the time. The Stones' deep understanding and respect for the blues also extended beyond their own music. Throughout their career, the band has collaborated with and supported blues legends, further solidifying their role as ambassadors of the genre. In 1981, the Rolling Stones paid tribute to their roots with the album The Rolling Stones Blues, a collection of classic blues covers that showcased their enduring love for the genre. In addition, they've frequently performed with blues greats like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and John Lee Hooker, keeping the spirit of the blues alive not only in their recordings, but also in their live performances. Another vital element of the Rolling Stones' commitment to the blues was their dedication to the art of live performance. Their concerts have always been a visceral celebration of rock and roll, with Jagger's charismatic presence and Richard's incendiary guitar work leading the charge. The energy and raw emotion that permeates their live shows are a direct reflection of the energy of the blues, a genre that is built on improvisation, spontaneity, and audience connection. The Rolling Stones, in turn, made the blues their own, adapting it to the massive stage of arenas and stadiums while still maintaining its intimate, heartfelt qualities. As the Rolling Stones enter their seventh decade of performing and recording, their connection to the blues remains as strong as ever. While their musical style has continued to evolve, they continue to carry the torch for the blues, keeping its spirit alive for new generations of fans. Their music remains a testament to the power and influence of the blues, a genre that, thanks to the Rolling Stones, will never fade into the past. The band's ongoing commitment to the genre ensures that the blues will continue to inspire and shape the future of music, keeping its timeless energy alive for years to come.